Hey all YouTube viewers, it's me, JC Downey here again making another video. And in this one I'm going to be telling you how to paint a gun and all the steps you have to do so make sure the paint will stick on there for a long period of time. And so first, I'm going to be telling you, like, you got to sand it with sandpaper nice and easy or hard, whatever you want to do, just to make sure the paint will stick. It doesn't really matter what type of sandpaper you use, but I'm going to use Surefine sandpaper. So yeah, after you unscrew the gun and everything, take out the parts that you don't want to paint. Like, I unscrewed everything, and so yeah, and so now I'm going to be sanding it, and so hopefully you can be seeing me sanding it. So I'm going to be sanding every single piece to my gun like this. If you take your gun or whatever, you sand it just like that. And I'm going to sand it all, and then I'm going to show you how to paint it and everything. It doesn't really matter what the lighting is or anything, it just has to dry in type of weather. It doesn't really matter type of weather, it just takes longer to dry in certain types of weather. And so as you can tell, I'm sanding everything. We're making it where the paint came off because I want to repaint this gun. So yeah. So now I'm going to do the other side. And just really, this is a minimized Nerf knife finder. So I'm doing this like that. I'm sanding it real good and everything. I'm taking out this little spring thing so I could sand the little spring thing to add attachments to the gun. So I'm sanding that down. So now I'm going to sand this other side again just to make sure everything is nice and sanded so the paint can stick on nice. Then I'm going to sand the trigger because I want to paint the trigger. So I'm doing that. Okay, now I'm going to sand the cocking device that pulls the spring back so it'll get caught on the catch. I'm doing that, and as you can tell, there's no spring or anything on here, or no catch, because I'm sanding right now. I took the whole gun apart. Everything. Now I'm going to sand to this, which is where the spring goes inside. Sanding that real good. And as you can tell, I put hot glue on it. So yeah, I just got done sanding everything. And so everything's nice and sanded. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to primer it with quick color primer paint for primer spray paint. So I'm going to put the guns and everything down on a newspaper because paint eats through fiberglass, which you can tell I have. And I'm going to do that. And I'm in my garage. So yeah. Here's this thing. That little buzzer thing right there. And then, yeah. Now because I want to make that stand up so I can get every angle of it, I'm going to put a pencil through the board, then I can just put it on the pencil. So give me a second, I'll do that. So I just did that, where you could tell, so yeah. And so now I'm going to paint the gun. So yeah. Nozzle off the spray paint can. And I'm going to show you how to spray paint. You go over every little inch of the gun that you want to paint with primer, or if you don't want to do primer makes it last longer. So I'm doing it with primer first. Then I'm going to do with the main color I want to do. Depending on if you like the primer or not, I like the primer color, so I'm going to keep it with this color. But if I want to make some like spot silver, I'm going to use the primer first, and then go over it with silver or gray, whatever color you want to do. So yeah, I'm painting every little inch so it goes nice everywhere. Then you have to wait for it to dry, obviously. And if you're careless and you don't let it dry, then your paint might never dry if you put another coat over it. So I gotta wait for it to dry. Give it at least an hour to dry, depending on what type of paint you use. Coat everything nice, like I'm doing right now. Coating everything nice with your type of paint you want to use. Like I'm doing now. You can paint wherever you want. I just like to paint in my garage because I don't really want to paint and mess everything up in my room, for that matter. So yeah. Make sure you get everything real nice and good, and then wait for it to dry eventually. It will dry, and then you should be fine. And so yeah, there's just a quick little video showing you guys how to paint your Nerf gun. Make sure all the screws and everything that don't want to be painted is out of the gun. So yeah, and so in my Nerf arsenal video, which I'll be showing you later today, or maybe on Monday, while I'm waiting for some guns to come in, so I want to do that too. And so yeah, I'll be showing you my updated arsenal and everything, all my guns, how I paint them and everything. And so yeah, oh, and I also forgot to paint this little thing right there, which I'm painting right now. And so yeah, so JC Dominator saying, I'll see ya, peace.